Hello everyone. In this video series, we are going to learn how to write APIs using Laravel 11. So the first step is to install Laravel. I've got a Laravel Valley installed on my system, and I'm going to install Laravel 11 package. So to do that, I'm going to clone the Laravel package from the GitHub. I'm going to grab this URL and clone it. Git clone, and I'm going to use a different folder, Laravel 11. That's going to install the Laravel files. I'm going to go into the Laravel 11 folder and run the composer install command. That's going to install all the packages that are needed. The next step is to create the .env file. That's a configuration file. So I'm just going to touch .env. It's going to create the env file. I'm going to copy the env.example contents in the .env file, and I'm going to check if I can access Laravel 11 in the browser. I can access it, but I get errors. So the error says, file put contents cannot write into the storage folder. So what I'm going to do is give some permissions to the storage folder. So sudo change mode R777 storage. I'm just going to give 777 for now. It's not advisable in production. On the local server, it's fine. So I'm just going to give it for now and put in my password. That should resolve that error. But I get a new error now, and it says the encryption key has not been specified. So I'm just going to create the encryption key. PHP artisan key generate. That's the command to generate the encryption key. Once that is done, if I go back and I get a different error this time. So the error says the database does not exist. So I'm going to create the database. Create the database. Oh, I've already created a database in here. We'll delete it for now. Let me create a new database, Laravel 11. And then in the .env file, I'm going to change the configuration. I'm going to say the database connection is MySQL. I'm just going to uncomment out this lines here. And change the database to Laravel 11. So that should do it. Let's go and check if it is working. Oh, we need to run the migration. Artisan migrate. That's going to run the basic migrations, and we should be able to access the homepage. Once we have the homepage working, next step is to install the API. So to do that, we need to run the command php artisan ap install API. And we say yes. So what it says is one new database migration has been published. Would you like to run all pending database migrations? We say yes to that. And that has installed Laravel API package. Now this package has got Laravel Sanctum in it. Now this package allows you to authenticate user while accessing your endpoints. So that's going to be useful when we do the authentication part. But for now, we're not going to use it. We are just going to create some endpoints first. So to start with, we are going to create a products endpoint. Next, we are going to create a categories endpoint. And then we are going to link products and categories together. So let's start. Let's create the products endpoint. So to do that, we are going to create the product model. So the command for that is php artisan make model product, and we're going to use a flag --all so that Laravel creates the model and its associated files for us. Laravel has created a few files. Let's see what it has created. The first file is a model, app models product.php. That's the model. It has also created as a product factory file. Now the product factory file is used to populate data with some dummy information. This is basically used in testing. The next file is the migration file, where we are going to add the columns. The other file is the seeder file, store product request and update product request. The store product request and update product request. These two files are used for validations. And then we have the product controller. And we also have the product policy, but we're not going to use product policy for now. We're going to implement it in the later videos.